There is a weird post 9/11 thing that happened that I think about constantly, that I wanted to talk about in case you're too young or for some reason you just don't remember this happening. In the immediate wake of 9/11, 3 days later, Clear Channel, which became iHeartRadio, who owned a bunch of radio stations across America, 3 days after 9/11, sent a list of songs to all of their radio stations that they asked the radio stations not to play these specific songs because they were lyrically questionable in the wake of 9/11 and might affect the traumatized nation. So they asked the DJs to avoid playing these songs. Now you can go through the list of these songs, and it is a wild selection of songs. Some of them make sense, for America at least. One of the things that Clear Channel asked not be played is any and all Rage Against the Machine songs, because the Machine was in full effect at that point and could not afford people raging against it. They also asked not to play certain anti-war songs because we had a war that we needed to fight. Songs like Edwin Starr's War. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Songs like John Lennon's Imagine. The song Blowin' in the Wind. Specifically the Peter, Paul, and Mary version, not the Bob Dylan version, for some reason. They asked not to play songs that promoted peace and happiness. Sam Cooke's Wonderful World, Louis Armstrong's What a Wonderful World, Cat Stevens' Peace Train, Martha and the Vandals, Dancing in the Street, the Hollies, He Ain't Heavy, He's My Brother. Can't play any of those songs. Can't have people trying to find common ground and peace in this moment. Not with what America wanted so badly to do. And then there was just a whole bunch of songs that were tenuous at best, not related at all to anything that they wanted banned. The Bangles, Walk Like an Egyptian, banned. Beatles songs like Ticket to Ride, Obla Di Obla Da, banned. Smooth Criminal, specifically the Alien Ant Farm cover, not the Michael Jackson original. They banned songs that had words in the title that had nothing to do with any of this. Dave Matthews Band, Crash Into Me. Elvis's You're the Devil in Disguise. Elton John, they asked not to play Rocket Man or Daniel or Benny and the Jets. They didn't want you playing Queen's Killer Queen, Pat Benatar's Love is a Battlefield, John Parr's St. Elmo's Fire. And one of the funniest ones to me, the Safari's Wipeout. They said that these were lyrically questionable songs, and if you are not familiar with the song Wipeout, it is the song where the only word spoken in the song is right at the beginning, where they say, ha 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 ha, Wipeout. And then it's just surf rock. That is lyrically insensitive. It might trigger the traumatized Americans dealing with this national tragedy. They started playing all of the patriotic songs. God Bless the USA was everywhere after 9/11. One of the worst songs ever written, Toby Keith's, what is it called? We'll put a, oh, Courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue. We'll put a boot in your ass. It's the American way. Proud jingoism. America was so happy. But by far the weirdest thing with all of these songs banned, you can't listen to Louis Armstrong's What a Wonderful World. And again, I should specify these were suggestions. Some DJs played these songs regardless because some DJs see bullshit when presented and don't listen to it. But one of the weirdest things, and this became a hit, this was constantly played on the radio post 9/11. 11 days before 9/11, August 31st, 2001, singer Enrique Iglesias released a sappy love song called Hero. It is a slow dance at a high school prom song. The music video features Enrique Iglesias saving Jennifer Love Hewitt from Mickey Rourke. This song became a hit, but not specifically that version of it. Because after 9/11, they remixed the song. And by remixed, I mean they took this sappy love song that Enrique Iglesias had just released and spliced in actual audio from 9/11. News reports, people on the streets freaking out, like immediate on the ground audio. They inserted into the sappy love song, and that was played on the radio constantly. Because Americans might be too traumatized to hear Elvis singing "You're the Devil in the Skies." They might be too traumatized to hear some fun surf rock. But America, they were not too traumatized to hear actual audio from 9/11, from the news, from the ground, from ground zero. They played this constantly on the radio, and that was perfectly okay. So when they tell you never forget, when they tell you let's act like we did immediately after 9/11, let's behave like it was 9/12/2001, that includes taking a sappy love song and splicing in audio of people dying. Anyway, happy holidays, everyone.